Hey guys, what is going on? This is the GTA Wise guy and welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So in this one, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys the Sentinel Custom. So this has a body kit and some stuff on it that I created, modeled on top of the old Sentinel, two other cars in the 6-star crew trailer, the Sentinel Custom and the Tempesta Custom. And you guys left a comment. I asked what one you guys want to see next, and you said the Sentinel Custom. So I'm doing this one now, and I'll be doing the Tempesta Custom in the next video. So without further ado, we'll spawn it in, and this one is actually tunable as well, so we'll be able to take it into Los Santos Customs and show you guys some stuff with it. So if you guys are on PC and you want to actually spawn this in, I've only got a replace model at the minute. I might do an add-on version by the time this video is out. I might not, depends on how many of you guys want it. So here we are guys, we've got the Sentinel. It does come with a wide body on it. Now before we actually take this into LS Customs, what I want you guys to do is comment down below what car you'd like to see next. So I'm going to model something on another car, so suggest what car you'd like to see. Now take this Penumbra for example. You could do anything with it. Maybe you want to see a wide body on it, do a nice clean stance build, or it could be like a lifted off-road version. It could be a drift missile, a drag build with massive wheels and maybe exhaust coming out the side of it or something. So get creative with it. Or for example, you could do an elegy maybe with a Rocket Bunny Pandem kit on it. Just suggest whatever. Maybe there's some real world inspiration for it, or maybe you want to see something completely original, but it has to be a car that exists in game, because I don't want to build a car from scratch. It will just take too long and I won't be able to get this sort of content out for you guys regularly. So leave a comment down below what car you'd like to see, and without further ado, we'll get modding this car. So the top comment I will do, not the next video but the video after, because the next one will be the Tempesta, which is what you guys suggested on a previous video. Right, so first off, we've got front bumpers. Now, what I've done for this is the original intercooler on it. It's got the exposed intercooler with the 6-star logo on it. And I've also got a splitter, which is what I originally modeled for the Tempesta. I've just changed it a bit with this one, and it's got some connecting rods on it as well. Rear bumpers, you can already see there's like a cutout underneath it from the original Sentinel bumper. So what I've done is I've taken the diffuser from the Banshee as well, and I've also put some more rods on it. Now this is actually inspired by a body kit for the M3 E92 by a company called Clinched. Relatively known, relatively unknown. They're not as big as like Liberty Walk or Rocket Bunny, but they do some pretty interesting stuff. Now on this we've got a carbon, like you see on the side there, I've got a carbon one, and we've also got a painted one. So for now I'm going to go with the painted one. Obviously engine upgrades and everything. Now the exhaust, I've only done one exhaust for it. So the stock ones work alright, but they're not like the best position for it. But the dual exit exhaust is the one that I've gone for. Obviously you can put the other exhaust on, but they're not sort of catered for this like build. So dual exit exhaust, there we are. And then if we go to hood, I've not done anything with that, so if you put that on, there is a bit of a glitch with the badge there because I've replaced the old badges, which you'll see in a second. So we'll leave that stock, throw some xenon lights on, respray. Now we'll come back to that in a minute. Roll cage. Now if we throw the roll cage on, it's pretty much just going to be like the standard Sentinel. I've not added anything with it, but you can also see we've got a 6-star logo just by the actual front arch there as well. Now the skirts, the custom skirts, these are ones that I built myself to go with the kit as well, so I'll throw that on. And then the spoiler, now I've got some of the original parts from the Sentinel as well, which I've kept. But if you go right to the end, we've got this carbon wing, which isn't actually a carbon wing, but it's the ducktail for the actual car. And there is a chrome 6-star logo on it as well, which I'll show you guys when we get out in a minute. So we'll throw the competition suspension on. Now the wheels, I'm going to leave these stock because these are wheels that I've made myself as well. They are 3-piece actual 6-point wheels. Now I had an image for these wheels in my head. I can't really remember what the reference from real life. I'm pretty sure there are some wheels like this, but I'll get out and show you guys those wheels in a minute, and then we'll color it. I think what I'm going to do for this build is I'm going to do like a light gray, and then I'll go with red wheels as well. Now if you actually change the secondary color of the car, what's going to happen is it will change the roll cage inside, as you can see. But if you look at the wheels, the actual lugs, they are chrome, but they're like colorable chrome. And the actual studs on the 3-piece wheels that connect the parts of the wheel, they're colorable as well. So I think for secondary, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it like, I think I'll do a chrome. Obviously it's not going to look good on the roll cage inside the car, but it'll still work. Now we'll actually have to change the color of the wheels outside. Now, I think for the primary colour, we'll go with stone silver. It's quite an aggressive colour, a bit like gunmetal grey. Pearlescent, I think we'll go for like a bluish shine to it. Now, I want to do some red wheels on it, so I don't know how it'll work. So we go a little bit of an extra touch to it. We'll go with marina blue on the pearlescent, and we'll go outside. We'll change the colour of the wheels, and I'll show you around some of the more specific details of the actual body kit. Right, so if you want to actually change the colour of the wheels, if you've got the menu, what you can do is go into the actual wheel colour and you can change it from there. Now that looks pretty aggressive with black. Before I actually change the colour of the wheels, I'm going to show you guys the wheels themselves. So if we zoom in, we've got the 6-star center cap on it, which is actually colorable when you change the color of the wheel. But you can also see we've got 6-star wheels there as well. Now you can see a slight border around it. Now the only problem is if you do like something colorable on a wheel, you can't actually make anything transparent on it. So that is why I had to do that. You can't really notice it, so it's not too bad. But quite like that. Now if we obviously the writing stays red all the time. So if we change this now to red, you're not really going to see it. You can see it ever so slightly, but now we can't change the color that much. So if we go through the paint index, we might get some better colors through there. Now you can't get this color in game on wheels, but that looks pretty cool. It's like a dark maroonish red. So I think we'll go for those wheels. Now this looks pretty aggressive. Quite happy with that build, so I think we'll leave it as is. Now you'll notice as well on the headlights is these are actually sort of like angel eyes from BMW. You'll notice in real life they've got like a ring on them. It's not really present on the Sentinel in GTA 5, but if we just change the time to nighttime, so if we go time, make it nighttime so the lights come on, you can see it like the actual corona where the point of light comes from the light. If you look at it head on, the whole light sort of brightens up, but if you look at it from the side, you can pretty much see the only part of the headlight that's lit up is the ring on the outside. I think it works pretty nice, especially if you're on taking pictures of it, and you put some pretty cool filters on. It can look pretty sweet as well. It sort of gets rid of the light corona. So you can see what I've done with this one is instead of just doing like a clean body kit and then putting like a low detail bolt on top of it, what I've actually done is I've made some fairly detailed bolts. They're like 6-sided, but unless you get really close, you can't really tell. So I'll try and get a bit closer. You can see it's not like a perfect circle, obviously to keep the detail of the kit down, but you can see where there's every bolt there's like a rivet, so like an indent onto the actual body kit. Now the Sultan RS does this, so I decided to go for it. Now what I like to do with these builds on GTA is try to make them not too highly detailed like you would on Forza. On GTA they keep it relatively low poly, and that's what I like to do when I practice building these cars. Again, the kit it's sort of like a cross between the clinched kit and the Liberty Walk kit. So the kit doesn't meet perfectly here, and it sort of like arches over the lights as well. That was pretty difficult to model, and then it sort of comes back, and you can see on the edge of the actual kit as well, there's like an indent where it's pressed against the body. We've got the carbon splitter with the rods, and also notice on the wheels as well, we've got Chappelle 6.9er tires. They're on the Tempesta, as well as the Sentinel. Now, something that I could have done better, but I decided to follow the old lines of the Sentinel, is where the bumper meets the actual body and it connects here. There's like a jagged edge. It's not like jagged, it's just more, I could have done a clean line, because if you see where the body kit creases back in, that's a clean line. So it doesn't really match up too much. I could have improved that really. Now you'll notice as well that I've got a rear-wheel drive drifting mod on it, so we'll test that out in a bit with the actual stance mod. But you can see the ducktail. This was pretty difficult the way the original boot, like, because it sticks out a bit. So on the edges, it's sort of like, rather than just sort of meeting up and then going off to the side, it sort of bulges out in like it like meets the body lines of the car where it bulges out. And rather than just being flat on the back, it sort of like creases in and goes back down towards the boot of the car. Now you can also see we've got a chrome 6-star sticker there as well, so that reflects the environment around it. So just a cheeky plug as well, I'm still doing the sale on the hoodies, 25% off, and that's running through until Tuesday. So if you want to get a hoodie while they're on sale, I recommend you do so. There'll be a link to that in the description. So yeah, there we are. As well with the actual back arch, it's not like a clean circle. It like goes up and straightens out and meets the body lines of the car that way. And that's the way the clinch kit does it. Preferred that to the E92 Liberty Walk one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comment section, what I could have done better, what you like about it the most. And now, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys this pretty sick stance mod. So what you can do for this one is open up the menu and we go into the suspension menu. And now what we can do is adjust camber, track width, height on either side. So this is pretty sick. This is something that you would normally have to model into the car. Like say if you wanted the wide wheels with some camber, you'd have to model that onto the car before you imported it. So this is like a life-saving mod. This is so sick. So if we adjust the front camber, you can see we can do some stupid positive camber. But I'm going to do like a drift setup for it. I'll do like a nice flush fitment one first actually. But you can see the lip come on the actual wheel comes off the tire a bit. So we're going to like meet the actual arch of the car with that lip. We'll try and get a really nice flush fitment. Now we can also adjust the track width as well, where it just like sticks out. You can make it really like tight in on the car, but we're just trying to get some flush fitment for now. So that seems like a good place to have it in a little bit more. You can also adjust the height to lift it if we really want to make it a monster truck. We'll just do that for this and gigs. That looks stupid, so it's pretty much already an off-roading car. If we lower the front so that it's flush with the wheel. Now obviously it clips through a little bit, so we'll have to adjust the track width, but you can see the lip meets the arch quite nicely there. That is very flush. The split is pretty much on the floor. Now if we go to the rear, we can lower the height of it, adjust the track width, dive it down a little bit. Now that's cutting through a bit too much, so there we are. That is pretty sick, pretty flush. So I think what we'll do while I've got it like this is I'll go and take some pictures for the thumbnail and then we'll get on to drifting. So what I've just done now is I've actually gone and created like a drift setup for the Sentinel. So this is sort of inspired by Ryan Turk's his actual street GT86 I think it is, or FRS. He's got really wide track width on it, so that sticking out of the arches a bit too much, and he's got some like quite aggressive camber. Now at the back there's some positive camber and it's quite low as well. Now I've also got a rear wheel drive handling mod on this. Now this is one that I've developed myself, but it does still need some work, so I'm not going to release it just yet until I've perfected it, and I might do that in a separate video. But for now, for example, you can see just how well it drifts, and when you like, if you transition, you can see the front bobbing up and down ever so slightly. So this is honestly one of the best mods in the game, like just adjusting the stance, adjusting how it actually handles as well. Now what you can actually do with this mod as well is if you go to other stuff, so say like you've got the car really low and the wheels are actually clipping through the arches, what you can then do is go to other stuff and change the visual height so it doesn't actually affect the handling of the car. So you can make it really low. So say you've actually changed the handling so that it looks like that, but it handles really well. You can then just raise it up to the right sort of height that you want. I'm going to be using this on my other videos as well with the Tempesta. I'm going to do a pretty cool stance build of that hopefully. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos and you're looking forward to the Tempesta video. Remember, leave a comment down below what car you'd like to see next, and the comment with the most votes, or the most likes on it, I'll go and create. So anyway guys, that is pretty much all for this video. Thank you for the support. Remember, there's a 25% off sale on Create Your Culture hoodies over on the website, link in the description. Anyway guys, that is pretty much all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.